See here, you can use the function axis with no inputs to get the current axis limits. So you have you have a code here, the sine wave code. X is varying from minus pi to pi, minus pi to 2 pi, and y is going to be sine of x. And I have plotted x and y, and I have shown. So now what they are asking is you explicitly find so you get the x-axis and y-axis limits and store them in the variable x-lims. So how to explicitly get the value of axis? That is what is given here. You have to use the command axis. So see here, I am writing xy limbs equal to axis. I am running it. And in the workspace, if you see, your xy limbs will have this value. -4, 8, -1, 1 is having the 4 values. Okay. So change the x-axis limit so that x changes from 0 to 2 pi. So my x value has to be only from the x is from minus pi to 2 pi, right? But what they are saying is the x value has to be only from 0 to 2 pi. So what can I do? In the same graph, I can write, I will use the function xlim, and I'm going to change the value of xlim from 0 space 2 hyphen pi. So I'm going to change the x limit from 0 to 2 pi. Let's see if it is correct. Yes, now you can see the difference between the two graphs. The first graph, the value of x is from minus pi to 2 pi. But second graph, I'm showing only a portion of the graph from 0 to 2 pi. So I am just zooming and seeing which area is required for me, and I'm showing only that. That is possible in MATLAB. Okay. Any doubts you have, please ping me or ask me immediately, because since these are going to be basics, I am not expecting any response from you. And since everything is shown here as a form of answer, I am not specifically asking every time whether there is a query or not. Otherwise, please don't hesitate to ping me and ask. And if you want to change the axis limits to exactly equal range of data, you can use the command axis tight. So if you use the command axis tight, I run it. See here, x and y will be equally distributed. So the axis limits will be equally distributed. So here also it will be equal, here also it will be equal. You can see the difference here. The first graph you see from -1 to 1 and -4 to 8, correct? But in here you see it is equally distributed from -1 to 1 and it is equally distributed. So the graph is very shrink here, but last graph you see the graph is equally distributed. So you can, by using the command axis tight, you can distribute the axis with respect to the range of data. Both x and y will be equally spread out, so that it will be looking good to see your plot. So your answer is going to be obviously correct. Yes, the answer is going to be correct. Okay. Now we'll have a quiz. Which of these commands will set the x limits of the plot to be 0 and 1? I want the answer. This option, select the option from the question shown to you on the screen. I want the x-axis to be limited to only between 0 and 1. Option A, B, C, D. Option A, yes, we'll see whether option A is correct. Yes. And what is the problem with option B? Only 2 arguments are allowed. So 4 arguments, option C, option B is wrong. Option C, you see, the pattern syntax is wrong. It should be normal brackets followed by square brackets inside. And xlim is a command, so it is not a variable. So option 4 is also going to be wrong. So the same thing is given. So same thing they are asking you. See here, you are changing the x between 0.4 and 0.6 and change the y values from 0.6 to 0.13. That can be done. Okay. So I will use the commands xlim and ylim and change the axis limits. So that can be done. Maybe I think if we do this only, we'll go to the next session. You can even see the solution by clicking on here. I am just copying it here just to do it faster. MATLAB provides you the solution also that you can cross-check whether what answer you have done is correct. So here we have seen the summary. So get access, you can get the axis limits of x and y. You can customize your x and y axis, and by using tight, you can distribute your axis. That is possible in MATLAB.